What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video. This is going to be a pure training video. This is the first voiceover I've probably done in over a year as I watched the footage. As you guys can probably tell, we got Mr. Power himself, Larry Wheels, in the house. We are at Mount Vernon Barbell where he trains. We're also with BTC in the background, Black Tom Cruise. We're getting a training session. It's going to involve some deadlifts as well as the bench press. Larry Wheels is competing in about a week in a bodybuilding show. Oh, look who. That's Silent Mike, Silencio Mike. I'm there in the background just toning. So we decided to work in. We're in New York to do a whole bunch of collabs. We're filming a lot of episodes for our Mama's Boys podcast. We reached out to Larry and said, Larry, we got to get a training session. He said, I'm in. And I think BTC is going to be going for a PR today. I think his deadlift's 800 pounds. There's some really strong guys. I think BTC is the only other person that was brave enough to wear spandex inside this gym. It was a gym that was packed. I had never been inside Mount Vernon Barbell. I've never been in New York. But I really liked the gym. It gave off a kind of a vibe of a hard-working gym. It has a variety of different equipment. There's bodybuilding. There's also powerlifting stuff. There's multiple platforms. Kind of everything you need. I think it's also $35, which to me, from Toronto, the average price of a gym is like maybe $65, $70. I think that's a good price. There's some hip thrust in action. Double overhand. Don't care. I think I was supposed to actually do lower body today, but when you travel, and I'm going to talk a little bit about my own training, you have to adjust. If someone says, you know what, I'm going to bench press, like Larry wants to bench press, guess what? I'm going to bench press. The day before, I actually had gotten some light upper body work, so I think you're going to see an AMRAP for myself, as well as Larry. Larry, I think he's being coached by, and I could be wrong, Stan Efforting for his bodybuilding show, so he has a 2-a-day split, which means this is his heavy session for the day. He's also going to do an AMRAP. I do an AMRAP with 275, and he's going to do one with 315. Again, we're using a powerlifting bar. If you guys wonder why the bar maybe looks a little bit thinner, a lot of people ask me, what's the difference with the powerlifting bar? Well, for some people, especially if you pull the slack out and you're explosive from the bottom, and more, I would say even more so if you do the sumo deadlift, it can make the movement a little bit easier. It depends upon your pull style. I find I don't really get much out of it, and you have to pull at least 500 pounds before the bar bends in such a way that it can really benefit you. I see my boy Silent Mike. I know he's recovering from his just back issues he's dealing with. So he did, I think we have 2.5 kilo collars. Mr. BBW himself, Nick Kiger, in the house. You guys should check out his channel. I'm going to link everyone's channel in the description. But I just want to say, Nick, that I appreciate that you appreciate the BBW, which stands for Big Beautiful Women. I think I did a set that wasn't filmed here. We each basically did one top set. Larry was working up, I think, to 600 pounds just to take a photo, and that's no joke. BTC is working up to, with these pound plates, it's going to be hard to calculate. I think, because there's some change plates on there, I'm going to go with, it was around 645 or maybe 655. 690 is what I'm being told. And he's going to go for actually, I think, 3 to 4 reps, which is pretty much a PR for himself. This guy pulls 800 pounds. That's probably around 600 pounds because we have 2.5 kilo collars. There's Larry just warming up on the bench press, doing that full range of motion. Larry, if you guys are not familiar with who he is, he has multiple world records. He has, I believe, the 242-pound world record in powerlifting, the 275-pound. That's Mike just getting it with some dancing, putting the vibes. Everyone, I'll say this, training with other people when it's new, you haven't trained with them before, it's really cool because in ways you don't know their training style, how long they train, how long they rest, their type of intensity. I'll say if you guys have not seen, Larry Wheels and Black Tom Cruise in a training session, you probably don't know this. They get super hyped up. In particular, BTC, he's probably the #1 hype man in the game. Gets you excited for a lift, and that's why, honestly, I decided to go for an AMRAP on this day. Here you're going to see Otis, aka BTC. He's going for, I believe it's 690 for an AMRAP, as many reps as possible. Everyone here is pulling conventional. There's also, you're probably going to notice just people walking by. It's a busy gym, so people were doing football conditioning as we're doing our stuff. So that's 1 rep. Yeah, how many reps did he get here? 2. They all look good. Second rep, honestly, looked better than the first. Third rep was also really good. And then I think he said he felt, right there, just his back a little bit. So he thought, you know what, 4, that's it. So 4 reps at, I think, 690. That's really good. I think that's a PR for him. Everybody just focused on getting a little bit stronger. We have Mike. I think Larry was supposed to work up to top set. A top set, once again, with 315 for an AMRAP. He's doing, in terms of total volume, so total amount of sets, pretty low, but again, he's 1 week out from a show, so he should not be pushing it whatsoever. This makes complete sense. We're warming up with 225. This bar was a little bit different, where this bar actually was thicker than a normal bar. For a lot of people, it made it a little bit, harder, some might say. Some might not be used to, how do you say, a fat bar. But for me, I found it pretty much the same. Here's Larry doing his AMRAP. I think he did, okay, so I forget the exact amount. It's an insane amount. For people that are going to be form critics and be like, yo, man, he's not locking out. Keep in mind, if Larry locked out, it'd probably be a few less reps. Like, honestly, the guy's explosive as hell. He has a 650 bench press, I believe, in competition. I think he gets 38 total reps at 315. I'm sure you guys have heard of, the NFL Combine 225 test. I think with this style, he got 67, just an absolutely insane amount. So he was set to do 1 top set. He did it, 38 reps, and then he's moving on. I think Mike, I'm going to see here, I think Mike just went for either 5 or 6 reps. Mike's, once again, coming back from that back injury, has multiple goals. I know he's leaning down right now. He's looking good. His face is looking leaner. He was looking kind of like a bloated Mario for a little bit, but now he's looking svelte. Svelte would be the word. You got 6 clean reps at 315 right there. I'm always impressed with people when they travel that they can bring it. You're going to see actually in another video with Kevin Oak that I hit a PR and a few people hit a PR, and it's just all about that positive training environment. So, of course, I had to get Larry to give me a spot. This is going to be 275. Let's see how it goes. I honestly forget how many reps I get. That's 3, 4. I think I get 10. I think 10 was the goal, so hopefully I don't fuck up here. 7. Touch and go. Oh, no. Oh, come on. Come on. It's going to be embarrassing. 9. All right, I think I get 10. Yeah, I get 10. That's good. All right. So that's technically a PR for me. I'm going to walk away with that. Came in, benched the day before. Came in, bench 10 reps at 275. My bench press right now is at least, probably I would have to go with 365 still. Probably more like 370 if I'm properly peaked. I've lost, you're probably going to notice, I'm going to do a pose down because I know Larry's doing a bodybuilding show. I'm doing a pose down next to him. Shirtless, you're going to see. I'm 183 now because I just find it hard when I travel to eat enough food. So I lost a little bit of weight. No big deal. Larry then moved on to the incline dumbbell press. So guess what we did? The incline dumbbell press. I think he had to do 2 AMRAP sets. Maybe this is a warm-up set. We did, I think it was 75s, 90s, and then 100 pounds, maybe 120 pounds, go nuts on those. I think Larry worked his way up to 150 pounds. Here's Mike with that picture-perfect dumbbell pressing technique. Elbows perfectly in line. Someone who is clearly not dealing with elbow pain is Mike. Here's BTC. Yeah, all these guys are explosive. Like, it's always good. I find it beneficial to train with people that are stronger than you. Nick Kiger, I know, and Kevin Oak had just finished for the day, so you're not going to see them train here. The bench press, they were doing, I believe, the deadlift. I would say that in this session, we probably took, I want to say, an hour and a half, 2 hours. Everybody had to be somewhere. Larry splits up his sessions in 2 sessions, so for him, this is basically 3 total training sets. He did 1 set for the camera for the deadlift for some other project he's doing, and then he did 3 actual sets, and then I think he came back later and did higher sets of bodybuilding. For me, I think I was doing just sets of either 15 or 20. I trained once again chest before, so not really pushing it on this day, but just getting blood flowing, hit a nice little 10 rep PR. I think I could probably hit on a good day 280, 285 for 10 reps. I think my best at like 315 is 5 reps. I probably want to get that at 6 or 7 reps. Here's Larry doing, oh, it's hard to tell. I'm going to go with 150, honestly, because it was a lot of weight. And I think he gets 19 reps right here. I know by the end of it, yeah, pushing that shit all the way. I think I saw him recently do 405 on the incline for 10 repetitions. So just all around a super strong guy. He squatted 8 something in sleeves, deadlifted well over 8, and then I think the bench is over 600 pounds. Shout out to my guy Rye Guy, who's in the background, just arms crossed, watching kind of in a very judgmental way as BTC is doing a bench press. I know he's disappointed because there were no weightlifting bars, no bumpers. He was just judging. Oh, he's Myron. Sorry, I'm corrected right here. He was Myron. There's Mike just doing his thing, looking up at the sky, using proper hip drive. I wore actually my Greek shirt that says basically strength or power on it because I know Larry Wheels, BGC, they have their trademark where they say power. I forgot to mention any one of them, but I kind of just wore the shirt. Here I go, slow reps, slow and steady. I look like I'm shitting myself. Anyways, guys, that is the video. I'm going to leave you with some aesthetic motivation. Let me know in this pose down who won, me or Larry, in the comment section below. If you liked the video, make sure to like the damn video, and I'll see all you guys, my aesthetic boys, in that next one. Peace!